Welcome to Wedding Industry Truth Talk with DJ Washburn. Today we're going to discuss things that you should know when searching for your wedding DJ.
So you will listen to every damn word I have to say!
And we're going to discuss stuff that if you're not familiar with the industry, you probably haven't thought about or you probably don't know. 99% of people have probably never booked a wedding DJ before, so it can be very intimidating and unfamiliar territory. Where to start? Why are DJs here for $500, for $1,500, for $3,000? What's the difference? Because on paper it seems like, oh, they should all be the same, right? They have speakers, they play music, they make some announcements. Well, the reality is that wedding DJs and any DJ in general, but especially with weddings, that there's no license, there's no test, there's no regulated qualifications that someone has to take or prove to become a wedding DJ. What that means is that there is a wide array of talent, of performance, of levels, of product that is available out there because anyone can get in essentially. How can you decipher through that? How can you sift through and figure out, well, why should I pay double for this person versus them? Sadly, the truth is that most wedding DJs aren't properly trained, and because of that lack of qualifications and regulations, the level of mastery of what it takes to be a really good high-end wedding DJ, most do not possess. A lot of DJs get into weddings because they see it as a bigger paycheck, and they've come from the bars, the clubs, karaoke nights, Uncle Joe's sports bar, whatever. But they get into weddings without having the proper training to become what the high-end, the top-tier, full entertainment wedding DJs can offer and possess. And there's a big difference of that. So in this, I'm going to give you a few examples, a few questions, things to think about, things to look for, things to ask that will hopefully help prepare you more in your wedding DJ search. So when I talk about this high-end, top-tier, full wedding DJ, what is that exactly that I'm talking about? So first being the overall just event host, quarterback of the day, the person that is keeping everyone on the same page, keeping them on track, letting guests know what's happening, what to expect. That goes hand in hand with the MC skills, being able to talk on the mic, being able to talk to people, and actually have them care with what you're saying. You know, there are some that think, oh, just because I can get up in front of a room full of people and talk, I'm a great MC. And that's not true at all. Some people talk, they blabber on, and people just tune them out. Whereas the really good MCs, the great speakers, are the ones that are engaged, that make the crowd say, oh, I want to hear more. What are they saying? I actually care. That doesn't happen by mistake. There are certain skills, there are certain talents that most great speakers have practiced, or they're just naturally gifted with that. And then we're going to talk about the DJing part, the dance music. So in this day and age, I think it is very important that DJs should be able to mix and mix on a decent level. If you want to get the most out of your dance floor in that party time, mixing is definitely an important key to that and will certainly enhance your dance floor beyond just playing song after song like an iPod on repeat, on shuffle. Now that we have this idea of what a complete wedding DJ should be, how can you figure that out? Well, here are the questions you should ask, the things you should think about. Let's start with the 3 Ps: performance, presence, and personality. Performance. You can't tell what a DJ does by text and pictures, so if you can't see them in person, the next best thing are live videos. Can the DJ show you clips of their work, but the real moments of what they do, not just showing a dance floor of people doing the Cupid Shuffle? What does their setup and lighting look like? How do they sound on the mic? How do they appear when performing an important moment? Do they have mixes you can listen to, or live videos in the studio that showcase their talents? If they can't provide this stuff, then ask yourself why. What are they holding back, or why are they afraid to show? What is their online presence like? Their website, their social media accounts? Oftentimes, this is the first impression that you get of them. And if they are not willing to display what we just talked about, then again, that's a red flag. Personality. Your wedding DJ represents you in front of your closest friends and family. In essence, it's a reflection of you and your vision of the day. Make sure you have a Zoom or a face-to-face so you can get a sense of the DJ's personality, see how they present themselves. Are they truly passionate and genuinely care about their couples and enjoy what they do, or are you just another paycheck to them? These are things that you can't tell by just text and emails, so having that face-to-face, a real conversation, hopefully will help be able to decipher that. If you are working with a company with multiple DJs, make sure that you speak with the DJ that would be your day of performer and not just the owner of the company or one of the salespeople. Now that we've gone over the 3 Ps, we're going to talk about reviews and awards. Now, like any product, reviews are very helpful and they can give some confidence or give you some true insight. No different here. But the one thing with wedding DJ reviews is you got to take them with a little bit of context. The generic, the DJ was great, we danced all night, people had so much fun. Yes, you see a lot of those, but that doesn't really say too much. There are a lot of variables in play. The DJ could have known the couple and they were going to give a great review no matter what. Or a lot of people have never really experienced that really, really amazing DJ. So if you're just okay, as long as you don't mess up the day and they leave happy, they're going to be satisfied and give you a pretty decent review. But when looking at them, if you can find ones that talk about more details versus just people dancing had fun, like what did they do? Are there specific moments, certain techniques? Was it the emceeing? Was it the mixing? Look for those details, things that separate the average and the normal. Yes, we had a great time type of thing. Also look for other industry professional reviews, vendor testimonials, venue preferred lists. They're the ones that see other DJs and relate and compare, and their image, their reputation is at stake, so they're rarely ever going to recommend someone that is not a good fit for a client that they are trying to impress. Video testimonials are also more powerful than just ones that are written out. Also, checking sites like Google, Facebook, where people have to go in and put their information in, it gives a little more credibility to the testimonials than versus just ones that were posted on the DJ's website, which could have been fabricated. Not saying that people do that, but people do that. DJ awards. Now, these come from third-party sites like The Knot, Wedding Wire, other websites, and again, awards are a good thing, but it's important to have some context and understand how they work. Now, with sites like the Wedding Wire and The Knot, now I'm not going to knock them because they are very valuable. My wife and I use them for our wedding. They have a lot of value. But when it comes to giving out these awards, remember that they are in business by getting DJs and other vendors to pay them to show up when clients are searching. So their business model is to have the vendors, to have the DJs consistently re-up their subscriptions. So when it comes time to each year to give out these awards, you better believe that they're giving them out pretty liberally because they don't want someone to not get an award and feel offended and then not re-up their subscription. Giving out these awards provides validation and makes the vendors feel that the value of the subscription is worth more. But remember that when they give a lot of them out, it brings down the prestige level of the value to them. So reviews and awards are great, but just remember the context behind them. Boom, there it is. We talked about the 3 Ps: performance, presence, personality, reviews, awards. So now you are armed with more knowledge, understanding of the industry, what to ask for, what to look for, and I hope that this will help you in your wedding DJ search. Feel free to reach out if you have any further questions, and we'll see you guys next time.